Welcome to Rising Artists, a series where we introduce you to brand new artists. Who knows? They might end up on your playlist. I'm your host, Taylor Oren. Let's get started, shall we?
Yeah, well, my name is Zack King. I'm an acoustic singer-songwriter, mostly focusing alternative rock. That's my music side, but I am a 25-year-old entrepreneur, I consider myself. And I'm just looking to make a difference in people's lives and hopefully make them feel uplifted or positively affected by my songs in some way, whether it's a situation I've been in to show them that you're not the only person that might feel this way in the situation, or if it's something that positive that's happened with me. I just kind of like showing people, here's this positivity. I hope you can bounce off that and hopefully find some kind of gold in some of my songs. So
All right. Super like campaigning over here. Okay, I get
right.
it.
Definitely.
Hence the entrepreneur part. Um, so with that being said, you actually have a new song out right now,
Yeah.
which is Butterfly Face. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, definitely. So my last album, I wrote a lot of alternative rock songs, some a little slower, and I love folk music. I love pop music too. So I was like, I want to kind of try something that I've never done before. And I wrote Butterfly Face, and that song is basically about meeting someone that opens up your eyes or your mind to the rest of the world, and kind of just shows you all these great opportunities out there, and just kind of helps you get out of that funk a little bit. So it's just about meeting that someone special, and basically just feeling like there's so many more opportunities out there in the rest of the world and stuff. So yeah, I wrote that song about probably 7 or 8 months ago. And just been working on it, adding stuff, taking out stuff, figuring out what the best sound was. So we went for like the ukulele, bongos, soft drum kind of feel, a little bit like a Lumineers song, but a little more uplifted, a little more poppy. So
Ooh, I don't.
yeah,
I had Lumineers as my like go-to thought, but originally Vance Joy came to my head the fastest.
yeah, definitely. We actually used one of his songs as reference. I can't remember which one it
Ooh.
was exactly, but we were just listening to a bunch of his music too, a bunch of Lumineers stuff, some Head of the Heart, and kind of just combined all of them together to get what exactly we were trying to portray. So
Oh, I'm glad I kind of hit that on the nail in the coffin
yeah,
right
you
there for
did.
sure. Well, maybe because that's what I only know of like two besides Vance Joy. I know 21 Pilots that have a ukulele as like their main one of their main instruments that they also use.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's so I'm curious, and because ukuleles are not really like a common instrument in musicians' arsenal, how did you come
Right.
across it?
Yeah, so I played guitar forever, since I was 11. Always played that. This is really the only instrument I got into. But I remember my little sister got a ukulele one Christmas like forever ago, and I was like, "Oh, I want to try this out," and started playing around with it a little bit. It's a lot easier than guitar too. You don't have to use as many fingers usually.
Yes.
So I was thinking like during the song I was writing, like the guitar sounds great on it, but we really just wanted to get that summer feel, that windows down kind of vibe with the song. So we're like, okay, ukulele is gonna be good for that. So we thought that would be a better fit.
It's definitely a very poppy feel to it, especially I myself as well as my sister are both ukulele players. So
Oh,
we
awesome.
yeah. So definitely like I'm always excited when I hear someone bringing in a ukulele into
Right.
their music. Um, with Butterfly Place, I definitely found it very poppy and a very
Yeah.
excited. It just feels light and happy, just kind of like a like you said, it was, with that summer feel to it.
Right. Yeah, just like that. That's awesome. I'm glad that you felt that same way when listening to the song too. That's definitely the main goal for me as an artist. So
All right. Oh, so you said earlier that you worked on it about 6 to 7 months ago.
mhm.
How was the recording process for that?
Yeah, the recording process was amazing. Definitely the best experience I've had in a studio so far. I've been working with the same producer my whole music journey, which hasn't been that long. It's only been like 2.5 years, something like that. And he just kind of gave me like all of this information throughout the first process of my album, and kind of learned how I wanted to do things. And so for this time in the recording process, we focused a lot more on each song. My last album was very simple. It was just guitar, bass, drums, me singing. This one, we made sure to like sit through each song, go through every verse, every riff, whatever it was, and overall just make sure we're getting the right vibe. So yeah, the guy I work with is one of my best friends now. He does all my music videos too, so I always like working with him. But yeah, basically how the recording process worked for us was he wanted me just to play the songs first and record them on me and my guitar. And then
Right.
after that, we kind of just like started picking out songs that we thought it might sound like. And kind of from there, um, just started adding as much stuff as possible. There were so many other instruments on the song too, but we slowly started taking them off, slowly started adding some things just to make sure we're getting the right kind of style, the right kind of vibe for it. So yeah, it was fun. We actually recorded 5 songs. This is the first of my 5-song EP.
Ooh.
So yeah, definitely super exciting. So yeah, we just worked on them all at once, pretty much, just kind of going from one to the other. So we would kind of stay fresh with each of the ideas for the songs. But yeah, spent a few months with him. He lives pretty close to me in St. Paul. I'm in Minneapolis area, so I just drove to his place a bunch of the week, mostly for those few months. And yeah, we just recorded everything, and now it's all getting sent to be mixed and mastered for the next 4 songs coming up too. So
Wow. So you've
yeah,
been quite busy. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's a good kind of busy though for sure.
So, with this song coming out, and you mentioned a little bit earlier that
Yeah.
you said your producer helped does a lot of your music videos.
Yeah.
Are we going to see something for this song?
Not a music video for this song, but I do have a lyric video out for Butterfly Face that I
Okay.
released a week after. And I thought the song, or I thought the lyric video really just kind of captured exactly what is going on in the song with the bright colors, the fun kind of fluttering of the butterflies in the background. It's just a very easy watching, easy listening kind of song, especially when
Yeah.
you're looking at the lyric video. So, but yeah, if you guys haven't watched that, definitely go check it out. It's pretty cool.
I'll make sure to link it into the article as
Yeah,
well as
definitely.
this. What is your best? Oh, and what's been your happiest memory this past year?
My happiest memory this past year. Wow, that's a good question. Um, I think honestly, releasing this song, it's been the works for so long. It kind of when you first start writing a song and you're looking at the release date potentially in the future and all the roadblocks that happen along the way, it seems like it's never going to actually get released or actually get done. So just the fact of being able to submit the song and have it released earlier in July was such a big step for this project as well. Obviously it's the very first step releasing that song with the 4 other ones coming too, so it was just a great start to the EP, and there's been a lot of great response so far. So overall, I think that's been the coolest and best memory I've had this last year.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You mentioned a second ago that there were some roadblocks. Like, what were some of the big issues that were happening?
Right. Yeah.
Um,
No.
yeah.
No. I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah. There's a lot of different things that happen. You always assume things are going to get done exactly when you want them to. You're going to have all of these songs ready, but different roadblocks blocks like producing, figuring out what type of instruments are on the song, that took a lot longer than we thought. Additionally, getting it mixed a few different times, hearing the best kind of mix took a lot longer. And yeah, just life kind of pops up too. I have a lot of stuff going on. I have a full-time job. I also have music on the back end, so playing at gigs and stuff. So sometimes life kind of just throws a lot at you at once, and you're just trying to scramble and get everything together. So there's always going to be roadblocks. There's always going to be stuff that comes up, but that is part of the fun process with it, though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how is the struggle between working a full-time job as well as being a musician?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I actually get to work from home. So I basically am just on Zoom all day, like we were kind of talking about, doing some sales calls and everything. So that's good because I like talking with people and it kind of gets the creative like juices flowing when you're talking all day. So luckily for my job, I have a lot of time in between some of my calls. So I'm able to still do music, still able to promote my stuff, post on Instagram, all that fun stuff. So yeah, it definitely works. It's not a typical 9 to 5, so I get time in between the day to do my own creative stuff with music. So
That's awesome. I'm always curious when it comes to work at home, as well as balancing other hobbies and career potentials. So it's always fun to hear about that.
yeah, definitely. Everybody's got a different story now. I feel like since COVID started, everybody has their whole own different situation going. So
Just about. Um, let's see. When was the last time you surprised yourself?
Surprise myself. Hmm, that's a great question. I think sometimes I surprise myself. I'm a very hard worker, and
Yeah.
sometimes that comes with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. But I'm really bad at like focusing on the small wins usually. But luckily, I have a lot of cool, like-minded musicians like myself that really just told me to like take a step back and just enjoy all the little things coming through, all the little victories. So I'm not good at that at all. But these last few months, I've been really good. At just kind of just a compliment to myself, focusing on the wins. So I think that that's the biggest thing that has surprised me is basically just all these people that are out there like trying to help the musicians as well as myself. I'm surprised that I was able to actually kind of focus on the small goals when it's so easy just to focus on that one big goal. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
especially. I
right,
mean, and your big goal right now would be releasing that new EP.
right,
So
100%. Yeah,
with the smallest goals being right now, you got the first one out.
exactly.
When's the second one coming out?
So the second one I'm planning on releasing around August 20th. Still
Ooh,
waiting to get the mix back and the master back, but hopefully I'll get them the next few days, submit it. But yeah, hopefully at the 20th that song will come out.
well, I'll definitely have them keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna get some fun ones in here.
Yeah, those are
Okay. What is the most annoying sound in the world to you?
easy. People chewing, 100%. That's the
Oh,
biggest pet
really?
peeve I have. Man, my sister, older sister, when we were growing up, would always chew with her mouth open, and I would get
Ooh.
so mad at her. Luckily she doesn't do it anymore, but that's definitely the most annoying noise, most cringy noise to me. And I know some people can't help it, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my god, please, I can hear you
Oh,
chewing.
is it like the loud crunch sound or is it like the like gooey gummy sound?
Uh, Probably a little bit of both. Obviously, if
Okay.
it's like a loud crunch, like I'm not going to be like judging you because even if you have your mouth closed, sometimes it's loud. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if there's like any kind of like I don't know whatever kind of food, but you're able to avoid making noise and you still do them, I'm like okay, you need to stop. So
I have a sister who's very sensitive when it comes to hearing to eating food. And so it's like I have to make sure I'm a little bit of a distance when I'm eating a tortilla chip. Like, all right, how slow can I eat this?
yeah, yeah, I can't make any noise, just covering up your mouth the whole time.
That one's actually a really good one. I like that answer.
Yeah.
Uh, right. What is your biggest fear, and what would you change about it to make it immediately unscary? Wow, that's a big question.
It's a big question.
That
Wow.
is a really big one.
Um, I think it's hard for me to admit, but I think the biggest fear I have is failure.
Okay.
Um, I have all these big dreams, these big goals for myself, and I make sure to like chip away at them every single day. But there's always a little self doubt in the back of your head.
Yeah.
As entrepreneurs, as artists, as everybody has their own self doubts about everything. So really just realizing the purpose behind what I'm trying to do. And like I said before, kind of just celebrating those small wins is a
Yeah.
great thing to do to get the right mindset going. So um, I always like am like up and down with it. There's some days you feel like, oh crap, this isn't going as well as I wanted to. Other days like, wow, this is going really well. I'm so happy. So it's really just focusing on the little wins every single day to get over those that fear of failure. So
All right. All right. That one's an easy one.
yeah, right.
Um, what is the biggest lie you ever told yourself?
Man, these are good questions. I was not expecting any of this.
Do you want some like?
Crap.
Do you want some fun, silly ones? Because I can grab the sillier
Oh,
ones.
that's
Because
fine. We can do whatever. I'm totally fine with it. I just need a little time. Could you repeat the question one more time, actually?
yeah, yeah. What's the biggest lie you ever told yourself,
Biggest
or or ever told to somebody?
lie. Man, that's a really hard one. I don't really feel like I do a good job at lying to myself at all. I feel like I'm a very honest person, especially with myself. So I can't think
Okay.
of a specific one that I would tell myself, to be honest.
All right. Well, how about this? What is the biggest lie you ever told your sister?
My sister. Ooh, that's a
Yes.
good question. Oh man. Probably when we were young that I didn't steal her Halloween candy when I totally did. I don't think we've ever talked about that, but I'm not really a big liar. I don't know. I'm a terrible liar. You can ask any of
Oh.
my family members, my friends. Like I'll either have a smirk on or too serious of a face when I try to tell something that's not true. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good thing that I can't think of one right now. So
All right. All right.
yeah,
Got a good boy here.
yeah. Exactly. I try.
Okay. Here, you know what? Now I'm just, because of this, I feel like I'm gonna go grab in here
Okay.
where my deck of cards are.
Sure.
All right. So, time to rebrand. What is the least threatening new name for a dangerous animal?
Okay. So I pick an animal and then I give them a really unthreatening name.
Yeah,
Right.
like a cheetah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good question. I'm trying to think of the scariest animal that I could come across, what it would be, and what I would name it. Probably sharks. Sharks freak me out. My brother is in
Really?
love with sharks. He wants to do one of those shark cages where they just drop you in the ocean and you're just like dangling inside one of those cages from a shark. I can't do that. So I would just call a shark. Man, what could you call them? A big, slippery. I don't know. No, crap. I was gonna say snake, but it makes no sense. Um, slippery smiley friend. I would call him that. Not
Okay.
creative at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's borderline adorable on my.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. No,
I'm
that's
over here like thinking like, I'm thinking like round, because like sharks are closer to a dolphin than they are a snake. So I'm like thinking in the terms of like a feisty dolphin.
I like that. Okay, see, you're good at this. You're good at this. That's so much better. Yeah, friend. Yeah, spicy dolphin's good. That's funny. I need to ask you these questions. You're better at answering.
I did take an improv class, but it's not like worth. It's only worth about like half the time in my life.
Right. Still, that's
no. Some things are boring.
No worries. No worries.
All right. I am literally. Okay. This will be the last question before we kind of like start wrapping up. Okay. What is the classiest tattoo for a baby?
Classiest tattoo? Definitely have to be on the right shoulder right here. Yeah. It says I heart mom with a heart around it. I think that would be classy. Or I heart boob or something. Definitely. One of those two.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, especially the mom one.
Yeah,
it's just class enough. At least it's not like the barbed wire tattoo on him.
Yeah, not classy. No offense to anybody out there that has one of those, but
at least for a baby, it's kind of like, well, even when the kid like grows up, it's gonna like thin out, so it just might become just lines.
Yeah, that's true. Like some weird scar people are gonna think or something.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
And then the kid's gonna have to throw in another line and add music notes into it to make it look at least a little bit decent.
Right. So true. I haven't seen any babies with tattoos, but if I did see one, I'd hope to see the heart with mom in between.
So too. Yeah. Well, Zach, it's been a lovely conversation that we've had together. Where can my friends, family, and everyone else find you? Yeah, there's a bunch of different places. The biggest way to support me is just going to Spotify or Apple Music and typing in Zack King. There's pictures of me with butterflies behind. You'll see it. And just clicking that follow button, because I'm releasing a song every month for the next 4 months. The first one was last month, so a total for my 5-song EP. So that's the best way to see what I'm up to. Additionally, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, just type in Zack King Music. And yeah, you can check out stuff there. I got a private music community on Facebook as well. So if you want to see covers every week or new songs that are coming out, but for the rest of the world, you can type in Zack King's Street Team on Facebook and find it there. All right. Thank you again so much for taking part in this and enjoying all the fun questions. Yeah, I had a great time, Taylor. Thank you.
Oh, that's music to my ears.